combine doing combining corn. And so I'm going to let Kent tell us about what's going on today.
I'm just combining corn on Saturday, and the corn is running very good. We're kind of in a panic mode trying to harvest it because it's getting too dry and ears are starting to fall on the ground because of the weather. But it's been a wonderful, good fall harvest. The weather has been beautiful, and the corn has dried down, and there's lots of bushels. As you can see, the yield monitor shows that as we go through the field, there's over 200 bushel corn yields at times. Actually, it goes up to 250 or so. So the corn yield is probably one of the best that I've seen since I started farming.
And how many years have you been farming now?
Oh, now I'm an old guy.
Really, you've been farming probably since you were 5, because you would help your dad, right?
That's right. It's been a lot of years. So it's another year. It's been a struggle here lately with the corn. There's a lot of corn down, and and when the corn lays down, it provides stress for the combine operator.
Because you can't see the rows as clearly.
That's right. And just as we are now, you can see how the corn is leaning over, and we're still able to get most of it, but there is a little more field loss when you have down corn, and at times it's very difficult to follow the row. This particular field actually is panning very well. Sometimes I have to look way to the edge of the corn head in order to see where I'm supposed to be with the corn head. So this field is really good. That's a good thing too, because it's close to town, and we wouldn't want to have a bad looking field close to where the city folk can see it.
That's right. So the cool thing to me is that these huge corn stalks, which you can see are as tall as we are in the combine, comes down below, and then it goes through the combine, and then it comes out the backside, like you can see right there, just the kernels. So Kent, how are these kernels different than the kernels that we like to eat with sweet corn in the summer?
Well, this corn is very similar, only this corn is mostly fed to animals in this country, and also used in ethanol production, which has grown to be a big part of the corn consumption in this country, and actually in foreign countries also.
And so do you know where most of your corn actually goes?
A lot of the corn in this region of the country goes to livestock, because this area is probably one of the top producing livestock areas in this country. So,
and compared to 3 years ago, is ethanol even a bigger component of it, or is it less?
Oh, it continues to grow, but we need some governmental help growth of the ethanol industry. The government has limited the growth potential somewhat because of their policies recently, but it still continues to grow, and actually it's helping us use up our surplus, except right now obviously the commodity prices are quite low.
Yeah, tell us about, like, compared to 3 years ago, how have corn prices changed and how often do they change?
Well, it changes. It varies, but recently, during the last year, commodity markets have gone down just because of oversupply, overproduction worldwide a little bit.
So this is like Econ 101. If the supply's up, the price will go down. If the demand is up, the price will go up, right?
Well, yeah, demand is still very good. We're still using a lot of corn and ethanol, but we've been in a good cycle. The last, you mentioned 3 years ago. During the last 3 years, we've had good times in terms of commodity markets. It's just within the last year that it's fallen off pretty significantly.
So tell me right now, the price per bushel.
The price per bushel now is right at $3.50.
And what was it what was it at the best that you remember ever seeing it?
There was corn sold at $7 and $8 a bushel.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Yeah. So obviously, we're harvesting a lot of bushels this fall, but our profit is less, significantly less than. We're better off with a lesser crop, actually.
So tell me about this yield. You said this year the yield is really good. It's one of your best years. What are some of the factors that make one year better than another year in terms of yield?
It's all about the weather usually, and we've had excellent weather. We've had warmer temps and just the right amount of moisture. In most cases, we were a little bit too dry.
So you can see we're unloading the corn right now. Doug's driving the tractor with the trailer on it. And so Kent can keep moving with the combine and keep cutting down corn. At the same time, he can unload it. Sorry to interrupt your yield question.
The wagon you're talking about is called a grain cart.
No, it's a city term for a grain cart.
Those are wagons.
Okay, so
that are stationary.
So I wasn't so far
More
apart.
stationary.
And so right now the grain cart is taking it over to those tall bins, right? In the
Right.
distance? Okay.
Right.
And so when they sit in the bins for a while, then when do they get shipped out? Or how do they get shipped out? And you have to take it then to the elevator or no?
A lot of corn I market to the local elevator. I also, especially in the off season, a lot of my corn goes directly to the ethanol plant in Ashton, which is 10, 12 miles away. In fact, I sometimes haul it to the ethanol plant with my tractor and wagon, or where I have a proper profit.
I was gonna say you can save some money if you're doing it yourself, right?
That's right. Gives me something to do in the off season when everyone accuses the farmer of being on vacation.
But you are on vacation. Other than you have all those cute pigs to take care of.